in the back and forth that it sometimes is. And when you end up back home, you like, if it ain't that, then what is it? You know what I mean? And I felt that Summer was a great addition to the record because she definitely speaks to the young black woman right now. You know what I mean? And her voice is amazing, and I just love how she came through.
Yeah. Now, I think I read something that said you kind of saw Summer and for what she was, how great she was, her potential, like way before she kind of blew up.
I didn't even know it was her though. Like I had a song in my phone that was actually like this fire song. People send me songs all the time, like to cut or listen to. And this song, I love this song, and I love this girl's voice, but I couldn't remember who sent it because I had lost my phone, and I had to get all new contacts. But I had this app where I saved my music to.
Yeah.
So I would listen to this song all the time, and then it came out, and it was her. Like it was "Girls Need Love" too.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, that's who sang that song. And I have been wondering and wanting to know who it was for a while. So it was dope for us to make music together. And I haven't really done a bunch of duets either. So
yeah, I think y'all look like a perfect blend together. You know, just your sound is just really like, it's perfect. You know, so it's a great blend, like a great red wine blend.
Hey, we actually talked about making a couple more records together. So
you should. So are you gonna put out like a full project, down the line? Like, what's this? Is this coronavirus have you in a creative space right now? Like,
it actually does. I'm down here in the studio all the time, every day making music, and it's actually to the point where I'm like kind of in a pickle because I'm trying to figure out what to release, what not to release, how to release it, etc. But I know people need music right now, and I got so much to give. What I have decided I'm gonna do is a thing on Instagram every Wednesday. I haven't decided the time yet, but I'll do. It's called Love Songs, and what I'll do is I'll play snippets of my own music that's unreleased. I'll even sing sometimes, but just something to bring have an experience with my fans every week and people who love R&B. Like not even all my own music, like music I'm inspired by, music I listen to, from the old to the new in R&B. Like you remember, when the Quiet Storm was really like so impactful, and people would call,
Simpson days, all that,
people would call in and do their dedications and all that. So I have ideas for this to be the virtual version of that, and within that, people will be hearing a lot of my music as well. So, but I do have plans to release an album somewhere down the line and more music as well. But I want people to enjoy Back Home for now and let that do what it does.
Back Home,
and check out the videos too. I got 2 videos out for it actually. One with my son, and one just of my friends and extended family, just going through and growing through what they living through at home.
So this is my daughter, and I just told her that you had a son, and she was like, "Really? When?" So how old is your son now?
I had a son last year, April 20th. Okay. So he's 1 now.
Okay.
He just had his first birthday party. Y'all should, when y'all get off this, watch the video. When y'all get off live, watch the video with her.
Okay. Video with her. Okay.
No, watch my video with her.
Oh, I thought you meant her, the artist. I'm like, oh, shit.
No, that's the wine, man. That's the red wine, man. How many of them you had, man?
It's my first one, but I took a little bit to the head.
You lie.
Right before
you lie. You lie.
Okay, I got it.
You lie.
All right. Watch the video with her.
Yeah, man.
Okay. It's the blonde hair, too. All right.
That's what did it? I'm sick of you.
No, I'm going to check that. Okay, we should go.
So, I'm also an artist, and I kind of wanted to know, outside of music, what are some of the things that you invest your money in? Because I think right now, when you're up and coming and you don't really know what way to go or which way to take, I think we get so fixated on one way of doing things.
Right.
So what are some of the things that you invest in that we may not know about?
Well, I think just as society progresses, there will always be a lot of things to invest in. But one thing they're not making any more of is land. It's always a smart thing to get into owning property. Yeah. Owning property, real estate. That's always a thing. Of course, now the world is seeing different types of billionaires from different walks, but the the generations first billionaires and the billionaires that have left down so much legacy and so much to their children is real estate. So I would say always have your hand in that. And I don't speak to my specific investments very much, but just stay educated on tech. Stay educated on these startup companies. Stay educated on what rounds they're in. Learn the websites to be on. I can't think of the one. I like AngelList is a good thing to check into. Like to be an angel investor. What else could I tell you? I have a good friend, Chameleonaire, who's actually taught me a lot that I know about investing. And I know a lot of people know him as a rapper because he was a rapper, and he still does rap. But
downloads for the ringtones. That's
yes,
how he made his money, right? Mostly.
Exactly. Downloads on the ringtone. He owned his own website. He was doing things that nobody had ever did.
He was ahead of everybody else.
Very early on, you know what I mean? And he has an app called Combos that I'm an investor in. That's amazing and still growing. But outside of that, just I follow him for that and stick to like-minded people. You know what I mean? Outside of just knowing specifically what to invest in, just keep people around you that have the same thought processes, the same focus. That's going to push you in the direction that you want to go in. That's in investments. That's in life. That's everywhere. That was a great question, too.
That's really good advice. That's solid.
I got that question in my meditation yesterday.
Oh,
right. Ask Trey.
This meditates every morning.
I have to.
Okay.
That's dope.
That's my little flower child. So Trey, how has being a dad, changed your world?
Is that ideal plaque back there?
Yes, it is. Better leave me alone.
Me alone.
That's right.
Get back
alone. You see me, y'all?
Jonte wrote that record.
Yeah? Okay.
Jonte Austin.
Yeah,
he wrote Can't Help But Wait.
Started.
Yeah, he wrote Can't Help But Wait for Me, I Need a Girl, One Love.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they had a battle, him and Neil, actually. So they got a playlist on Tidal that you can check for him.
I was going to ask you about that.
What you was asking me?
I'm going to come right back to this, but I did, since you mentioned the battle thing, is there somebody out there that you feel like you want to battle right now?
No, I ain't really into that.
Okay.
Not really. I mean, my thing is, I'm battling me every day.
What about just do like some stuff with like a Chris Brown, or even you and Summer Walker have a little set or something? It doesn't have to be a battle.
I mean, I think a set or something, like I think that the battle thing for me is more so I ain't putting myself in that situation because I wouldn't battle nobody in real life. Like I wouldn't battle nobody because I just, for real, I think very highly of myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't want to put myself in a situation. Like a perfect example I say is like Teddy Riley and Babyface. Like, my nigga was a meme for 2-3 weeks because of his Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't have time for that. Like, emotionally, mentally, I don't have time to be comments while I'm playing music and somebody else playing music. I don't have time for it.
And they're depending on the technical shit to work right, and you don't know if that's going to happen. You might have bad Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't with it.
Enough you got to worry about.
I like them, though. I like watching them. Salute to Timbo. Shout out to Swift.
Yeah, and Erica and Jill had a good one, and who was it? Babyface had the Wait and Exhale. Now, that's something I would love to see you do, like to do your own set where you just kind of pay tribute to the ladies or something, like how you kind of talked about. You made me think about something a little while ago, as a matter of fact, when you talked about, being able to, like, relate to, think about radio back in the day, and we were talking about Dr. Simpson. I guess the closest we would have to that right now would be like a Keith Sweat, but we don't have anybody for your core demographic, because Keith is kind of like, upper, the urban AC. But for the mainstream, I think if you ever thought about doing radio, Trey, I think that would be the way to go with the love songs, what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, the interesting thing about virtual reality and all the things on the internet is there's actually a way for live sessions to be recorded and listened to over, like, outside of podcasts. Like, there's a new app for it. I think it's like Station or something of that nature, but there is, like, new ways of things, like, being done. And I am thinking of that in the radio mindset.
Yeah.
So shout out to everybody that's doing radio. Shout out to you, all the people that's keeping creative spirits alive. Because everybody going through the same thing, and I think it's just dope that everybody's finding ways to just express themselves creatively.
Connect with people, you know what I mean? So, Yeah. Now I was going to ask you. I was talking about you being a dad now, and how has that like really like changed your world? Because I know that's a big step in your life.
Right. I mean, my son is everything to me. Like, he just make me so happy. He make me view the world differently. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, he's given me more patience, taught me more love, and it's made me want to be a better example.
Yeah.
Even though he don't understand nothing that I'm living through right now, and I know that one day he will have to be informed of who I was. If you know what I mean, if I was to go anywhere, or just as he becomes older. So I want to be the person that is best to be for him. You know what I mean? So a lot of things have changed within me, and I'm still the same person, but I feel like just growing and evolving. And he's actually brought me closer to my own father. Like, he and I have a better relationship now because we didn't. Like, I love my father. He's always been my dad. Like, I've always loved him to death, but we've never had like a great relationship due to this or that, But we spent our first Father's Day together after I had my son.
Yeah. Wow. So was that his first time meeting your son, or y'all just decided to spend Father's Day together?
Yeah, that was all done that same day. Yeah.
I love that.
Well, that was, and my grandfather was there, and my grandfather just recently passed, so it like brought a whole sense of meaning to life to me. Like, so, shout out to Noah.
Oh, Noah, that's so cute. So,
the
ladies, I offered them the chance to ask a question. So, of course, the number one question was, do you need a wife?
Well, the Bible would say so. Yeah, I need a wife. I need one. Yeah, is it you? That's a whole nother question. No, I want one. Okay. I want a wife, a family. I mean, I ain't rushing nothing. Mm-hmm. Like I said, my granddaddy just passed, and I've been having a lot of conversations with my grandmama just about, they was together 50 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that was just the time they was married. That ain't even the time they was together. So,
right.
Like, love and the nowness of it for people, that ain't never been the thing for me. Like, I don't feel pressured to have what everybody want me to have. I don't feel pressured to even let people into what my situation is with who I'm dealing with or when I'm dealing with. But that's a part of becoming who I am, because the music right now in today's day and age is just as important as what you're doing in your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with all that being said, I want what everybody wants. I just want to be happy. I want somebody to love me. I want somebody to love. I think deep down everybody want that. Even if they out here living their life, I think we all got issues we dealing with that we put into these relationships because we ain't finished dealing with ourselves. So for me, I'm like I said, I'm more working on myself than anything.
Yeah.
And focusing on that so I can be who I need to be when that time comes.
Yeah.
And I think just walking in faith and just trying to be the best you every day, and not looking for something that you can't determine is this or that. You know what I mean? Letting things come to you that's supposed to be for you.
No, I feel that. And here's the thing, this is like love and being in a relationship, and this is my second marriage, right? And you just know when it's that person, because it's so much easier for everything to come together. Not saying every day is perfect, but that person, that other person who gets you and understands you, understands what your job is, understands that they have to share, a part of you, someone like you, and, be flexible and all that, and they're still not like tripping.
Right, and especially in times like these, you realize the importance of certain things that you deal with or you give your attention to. That goes for people and just things, you know what I mean? So when it comes to relationships, and this goes as far as like intimate, romantic relationship and friendships, like these times are telling you like who's for you and who's not. These times are telling you like what's important to do for somebody and what's not. Like who's there for you and who's not. So like you said in your second marriage, and learning that it's easy. You know what I mean? Like it ain't forced. It's a flow. You know what I mean? And I think when we go out looking for something, we force sometimes.
Yeah.
We force ourselves in a situation that we know ain't gonna work. You know, and we end up spending time there, and that's time wasted. But it's not time wasted because you learn from it.
I'm sitting here having flashbacks, Trey.
Don't have no flashbacks.
No, I'm saying like let me tell you, after my first marriage ended, I wanted to be in something so quick that I just let anybody in. You know what I'm saying? And
I think a lot of people going through that for a lot of reasons, and not. I think a lot of people going through that for a lot of reasons. Not only when they just get out of something. I think a lot of people are living their lives to satisfy other people. You can't do that. I think other people are doing what people think they should do. What happens is your parents, your friends, in a lot of cases, they put expectations on you and what you say, and you breathe into that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And people tell you what you can or can't do based on what they can or can't do.
Right.
People tell you what you should be doing based on their experiences. So,
right.
When I think of just love, like it's a fragile thing. You know what I mean? Like it's a very fragile thing that it's just something that I'm not willing to jump into with nobody. It's something that I'm willing to protect when I do have it. It's something I'm willing to hide if I need to for the protection of it. It's something that I consider so real that, and myself being the man that I am, and I have so many different layers of walls up. Mm-hmm. Because of, you know what I mean? Because not only because of who I am, because what I've seen, just, you know what I mean? Like, like, so it's just very complicated when it comes to love with me.
Would you date a celebrity, or you feel like you'd rather have somebody who's kind of like low key?
I think I would. I mean, I have. I think I'm open to dating somebody low key, somebody that understands the benefit of dating somebody in the business. Of course, is they have more of an understanding of the way things go. Mm-hmm. Somebody that's not. You know, it's more explaining, as you said, like it's more explaining of yourself. It's more energy given into it.
Oh my God!
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I'm open to definitely somebody with a 9 to 5 or somebody that perform on stage. Like, yeah, I'm down.
So, about how many DMs you get a day?
I ain't been checking them lately.
That was one I just had to slide up in there because you know.
Yeah, I ain't been checking them lately. I ain't been on that. I might have to go check them. You got me on a little drink.
Hey. No, I hear what you're saying. So what's the first thing that you look forward to doing once things start to get back to some form of normalcy? Is it hitting the stage, touring again?
Performing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Performing is something I miss a lot. Mm-hmm. Like, cause that's something that you don't even realize is like, cause I got so used to doing it, like on a normal basis. Even if I'm not on a tour, like if I'm hosting a party, I get paid to be there, not to sing. But I grab the mic because I want to sing. You know, people want me to sing.
Of course.
So like, and it's cool, like online, you get online, you sing, but it ain't nothing like that crowd giving you that love back. That energy, when that music come on, when the lights go off, when the lights come back on, the camera phones out, like, and you see the faces of people just enjoying the music that you've made. Like, that's one of the biggest blessings that I'll never take for granted. Like, being able to perform for people and seeing happy faces, people be inspired. Yeah. Like, I definitely miss that.
Well, we miss having it too, but you know we gotta take our time.
Yeah, we gonna creep back. We gonna creep and crawl.
Now, are you a football fan? Because I know like a lot of people are wondering what's gonna happen with football season. Like, who's your team?
I'm a Redskins fan because Virginia, we don't have no team.
Okay, so you got to take who's closest to you. Yeah. Well, you know we Saints fans down there.
I know what's going on down there.
Oh man, come on now, who that?
Who that? I know what's going on down there.
Yes. Are you cool with like any of the athletes?
Yeah, I know a lot of athletes.
Mm-hmm. Y'all just kind of kick it in VIP a few times.
I mean, some athletes are my actual friends, and some athletes is, you know, I know. Just being in the business, you brush shoulders with a lot of people. I'm missing sports right now. I'm a big basketball fan, so I've been avidly watching the Michael Jordan series. Like, I done watched it twice already, the whole thing.
Yeah. Who do you think would have won the championship had the season been able to finish off?
They actually having talks as if they gonna finish the season in Disneyland. I read. I'm trying to keep up with it. But I think Bron would have won.
Who's that? LeBron. Oh, LeBron. Okay.
Yeah.
The Lakers?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't see why Kobe up in the heavens. Like, they gotta win.
Yeah. Well, guess
Bron was having a stellar year too. In year 18, he balling like he, you know what I mean, fresh out rookie. Yeah.
Right.
I have my money on them. I have my money on them.
All right. So can we see you? I'm gonna wrap it up in a second because I know you probably want to get back to what you're doing, but I want to say, like, you look really good on the big screen. I think that's definitely something you should do again. Doing some film or some TV or something. Anything in the works for you down the line? Anything out there? I actually been getting a couple calls lately about possible projects. Me and 50 been in talks about projects. It was a lot of things coming into fruition before this came about. So, everybody's figuring out how to move around that. But I love acting. It's something that I have a great time doing. I enjoy it very much, and I just take my time with it, like, because I'm in no rush to just be in the biggest movie. I actually want to be good at it. You know what I mean? So the roles I get, I pick very carefully, and I make sure that I have the time to invest into it to be for real versus just taking it because it's offered to me. Right. Well, you have a natural, like, your personality. You have like this, I don't know,